In this video, I'm going to talk about why the healthcare niche is continuing to grow so much in popularity and why single family residences for this specific niche is so popular compared to other models such as short-term rentals, mid-term rentals, and even long-term rentals with single family residences. So if you're interested, make sure to stick around. What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that each and every single one of you have shown me. If you have not yet, make sure to go check out the God Made podcast on most streaming platforms. Also, feel free to go check out LegionAssistedLivingAcademy.com, where I actually teach how to start your own facility from A to Z. Also, you can book a one-on-one mentorship call on LegionAssistedLivingAcademy.com or in the links down below in the description of this video. You can also go check out ValleyALFVentures.com. If you are a limited partner or an investor looking to passively invest in this niche, you can reach out to us at ValleyALFVentures.com. Or if you're an operator looking to potentially sell or expand your operations, feel free to reach out to us as well. And if you are looking for any type of placement within the Phoenix metro area, feel free to reach out to us at ValleyALFVentures.com. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. Now, one of the most popular things right now going on within the single family residences is this healthcare niche. And something I keep learning time and time again is all the different variety of licenses that you can actually get within a residential setting. And it doesn't need to necessarily only be assisted living. Again, you can do sober living, you can do transitional housing, which can be multiple types of different licenses. You can also do behavioral health, which actually includes anything with mental illness or drug and alcohol addiction, different things like that for a behavioral facility. Or you can also do developmental disabilities, and the different compensations for each of those vary so much. With that all being said, that is why this healthcare niche continues to grow within single family residences, is simply because there's such a high demand for all these different types of licenses, and a lot of these big box facilities don't know how to handle a lot of the different type of clientele. They try to cater to certain types, but they do keep it very broad, and they can't actually narrow down on a specific type of diagnosis or even create a specific niche within their big box facilities. And that is where these smaller facilities, these residential setting, can actually really make a difference. And with that being said, they are so much more profitable than most types of business models within the single family residences. Whereas like short-term rental, there's only so many different types of ways you can recreate a short-term rental before you're copying someone else. Yeah, you can provide a lot of different amenities within a short-term rental, but there are a lot of regulations coming down and cracking down on short-term rentals compared to even the healthcare niche. And I feel like the healthcare niche has become as regulated as they need to be in order to make sure that people are properly following the right rules and regulations that are put upon them. Where short-term rentals, a lot of legislators are still trying to figure out how they're going to go about regulating these short-term rentals. And they've tried and they continue to do so, and they're cracking down a lot more. So with that being said, short-term rentals are going to ultimately have something that they're going to need to address probably within the next 2 to 3 years, and how they're going to go about that. And so what I'm noticing a lot now is a lot of short-term rental operators are either shifting into the healthcare niche, or they're transitioning to commercial sized properties because the regulations are not nearly as intense for commercial properties for short-term rentals. And again, even though those are profitable, it's only a matter of time where they're not going to be able to be profitable. And midterm rentals, which are typically individuals who are maybe staying for, more than 7 days, even up to 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months potentially. Those are your midterm rentals. Now, again, depending on how you go about doing midterm rentals, one thing I've learned from my good friend Rich Summers on his podcast, he had a guest who actually gets contracts with travel agencies for travel nurses, for traveling physicians, etc. where they will actually pay up to 5x what you typically would get for a traditional rent rate for that specific property. So that is a very interesting model that other people are doing and transitioning into. But again, who are they targeting? Individuals within healthcare space, nurses, doctors, traveling individuals, right? That is who they're targeting. Why? Because there's such a high demand for healthcare in general that even the midterm individuals who are running that model are doing really well with it. But again, that is something to keep in mind. Long-term rentals really don't even compare when it comes to the profitability and being able to cash flow nearly as much as if you're in the healthcare niche in some type of way. Again, the nice thing about the healthcare niche, there's so many different avenues that you can go and create your own lane and not have very much competition within that specific thing that you're doing. And I've talked about this a lot in previous videos, but a lot of people think that they just need to do the generic assisted living route, which is not the case. You don't need to only do that type of care in your home. You can go so many different avenues. And as I continue to immerse myself even more and more with the different licenses and being able to learn the different types of rates and reimbursements, there is so much money to be had within this healthcare niche. And that's what I want to share with you guys, that you do not need to only focus on just doing assisted living. There's so many different things you can do in order to be profitable within this business, and especially within the single family residence setting. That is why I think I'm predicting within the next, I would say 4 to 5 years, even beyond that, that this healthcare niche will continue to only grow and the demand will continue to grow as well, because more and more people are seeking these types of settings because they are so niche specific. And so many people, including families and even clients and residents, are seeking these smaller settings because they know they can have that more one-on-one care that they otherwise probably wouldn't be able to go get in other types of settings like the big box facilities. Now, again, if you're going to pick between single family residences and doing what type of business model you're trying to go for when you get into the real estate component of it, whether that's short-term rentals, midterm renting, or long-term, keep in mind it's always good to have a couple different exit strategies, a couple different things that you could do with that said property. And again, you can always transition if you need to, if something's not working out, and you can pivot into a different model. That's the beautiful thing about this. And I continue to tell people, do not be afraid to get into this space, because there's so much opportunity. It's just a matter of educating yourself and being aware of the different types of opportunities. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, that you guys got some value from it. Again, comment down below if you want more information on these different types of licenses, the types of reimbursements that you can get through Medicaid and whatever else types of sources that are out there to reimburse you. Again, feel free to book a one-on-one mentorship call, or go ahead, join legionassistedlivingacademy.com in the links down below. And with that being said, I will talk to you all in the next one.